Hey, what's going on? It's me, RonPaulIsiah. Well, I was thinking earlier, and I thought about certain things. Talk about, I was thinking about the Charlie Beach video I made, the vlog, and the 9/11 Pentagon. I just want to go over that really quick. That why would they do that, right? Why would they have Disinfo, or why would they have? Because I believe that the stuff that in the Truth Movement they talk about, like Pentagon, like the missile hitting the Pentagon. I really don't believe that. Like I believe what happened was well, I kind of know. Well, I don't really know for sure because I haven't seen a video footage of it, but I don't think it was a missile because it hit because what was I talking about? I'm sorry, man. Sorry, I lost it there for a second. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure you guys know. I'll just put the video in the description, but well, not in the description, but the annotation of Ryan's 2 cents. He presents it the best, and I'm not the best presenter at it, but he presents the evidence the best, and he pretty much says the loose change people deliberately talk that, so put that in there because they are controlled opposition, and because that we have the internet, and they did such a sloppy damn job, they knew they needed these people to, become the, gatekeeper. And plus, if you have a controlled opposition or a controlled activist group or certain things that are controlled, or what the New World Order Zionists made, you can control the people easier that are the resistance, right? So if you have people like Alex Jones and Luke Rudowski and, Charlie, controlled, people like Charlie, controlled, right? It's easier to control because it's easier to control the masses because we like to follow people, and we shouldn't be doing that. We should all be leaders. We shouldn't have leaders. We should not have leaders. I like Ron Paul because he talks about things that I believe in. I truly believe, and I think you can never trust Ron Paul, but I think he's an honest guy, man. I think he has a good record. So far. That's the thing. That's the thing that supports most. But hey, you can never trust the guy 100% because you never know. Anybody could be a shill. Ron Paul, whatever. Adam Kokesh might be a shill. You never know. Jones, Alex Jones. That guy is a total shill, all over. He's a shill. Fear-based shill. And I'm not saying everybody who uses fear is a shill, because there could always be truth, and there is truth within Alex. In Alex Jones, there is truth, but there's also disinfo. That's what you guys got to know. And Alex Jones will cover the truth, just like Glenn Beck will cover some of the truth. Not even a bit, but just a bit, just a little bit of truth. He may be somewhat trying to be libertarian, but Alex Jones is still controlled. And that's what you gotta understand, man. There's a lot of evidence, and if you want to know, just go to my YouTube page. And on the left side, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. You'll see all the points, and hopefully the links work, right? But my point is that Alex Jones cannot be trusted because when something happens, like if he starts a revolution, and if you notice his tone is kind of becoming more violent than before, and I don't know, he sounds more mainstream, which is okay because he's getting big, but what's up with all this Hollywood connection, and what's up with all this, saying he doesn't even want to cover the issue of Zionism, or how Israel does all that stuff to Palestine, or how Israel, they do a lot of stuff that's messed up, and it's not about Jewish, it's not about Judaism, it's not about that. It's about what they do. And some of the things they do, or what they do is, It's kind of messed up, you know. And you guys should know that by now. If you ain't, you gotta learn about it, or you gotta watch videos to find out what's going on, or just grab a book about it or something, because there surely is a problem going on within what Israel does. And that's my opinion. I ain't an anti-Semite, and because how can I be an anti-Semite and at the same time call me a libertarian? I can't be a racist and be a libertarian. Libertarianism is rights for everybody. It's liberty for all. It's peace. It's prosperity. That's the road to prosperity, is freedom. If you can't have freedom, even in the economy, then how can you have any prosperity, right? It's all controlled by the government, and blah blah blah. We all know we all know that. Yeah, liberty, and you can't have racism. That's the point. So, just because I talk about what Israel does, I mean, if China did it, I'd be talking about China too, and China probably does messed up stuff, maybe not along the lines of Israel, but China's done probably bad things, and so is Russia, man. RT, I love that channel. I like how it, shows both sides. It doesn't go too far, but because it's mainstream, but it does talk about both sides. Well, it's getting mainstream. It's somewhat mainstream. I think it's mainstream. A lot of people say it's alternative, but it's kind of getting mainstream, because even in the truther level, there are mainstream things, right? But definitely you could call it alternative. I think it's more mainstream than alternative, because it doesn't talk about everything. I think you can only talk about Israel, or I'll talk about controversial things when it's very, very at this level of waking up and the evolution of truther, evolution of being a truther and waking up. It's still not going to be mainstream. It's going to be classified as more alternative, because you don't listen to Mike Rivero. I don't listen to Mike Rivero much, but he covers a lot of good things, I hear, and I have seen him cover good things. I don't know the guy mostly. I know more about Alex Jones than Mike Rivero, that's for sure. But I know that Mike Rivero was kicked out of the Alex Jones clan because he can't shut up about Israel, because he speaks what Israel does. So that's my point, alright? And yeah, but fuck the New World Order, right? That's for sure. I could agree to that. Anybody could agree to that. Yeah, because we don't want globalism by anybody, whether it's Israel or whether it's New World Order people, whoever there are people out there, there's a lot of people controlling things, and Israel does a lot, that's for sure, and they do a lot, that's for sure, and, geez, I mean, I talk about a lot of things, right, hopefully Demcad, I can hear Demcad in the future speak about stuff like this too. But yeah, Pentagon, I freaking kind of like went away and started talking about Pentagon. But Alex Jones, I think I talked about Alex Jones enough. Yeah. I'll put more links on Alex Jones, and you can check it out on my front page. But the internet was a big mistake. That's one thing. Internet was a big mistake, because without the internet, we would not know about Gulf of Tonkin. Without internet, we probably would not know about 9/11. There were books in the 70s and 80s, and there were truth activists within, a long time ago, or people who spoke against the Federal Reserve, but there weren't that many. And because of people like Ron Paul, I truly believe, because of the internet and people like Ron Paul, that's why people are so awakened now. Before Ron Paul, who talked about the Federal Reserve? Where the hell were all the libertarians? There were libertarians, but there weren't that many of us, especially before 9/11, and especially before the internet, especially before Ron Paul talking about the Federal Reserve. So, and more than ever now, people are waking up, and freaking Brzezinski, he freaking said something along the lines like, more than ever now, people are politically aware, or the masses are politically aware. He said something like that. And so, so we could see that we are winning, but we just need to try harder. And people, because of Alex Jones and other, controlled opposition, and COINTELPRO, and all these people, tools and shills, they slow the movement down. And I've seen it in San Diego. I've seen it happen in San Diego with the truth movement. How it so died, how it so killed. It so got destroyed by whether it was just bad luck of people, with trauma, or who knows. It might have been controlled. And I've seen a lot of good people get not hurt, but get into not troubles, but they've been through a lot. A lot of good people has been through a lot within San Diego Truth Movement. But a lot of people disruptive behavior and things, dramas, it happens everywhere. It probably happens in New York. It happens in probably Luke Radowski. He's a shill, I probably think he's a shill. Oh no, I do think he's a shill, but he's probably a shill. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, he's probably a shill. I don't know for sure. Maybe he's just a dirty, greedy bastard. But I don't know. But he totally does block people from Facebook for asking questions. That's for sure. A lot of people ask him questions about what happened to the money. Doesn't even want to talk about it. Doesn't want to even talk about it. He's done interviews, or maybe a few interviews, or maybe an interview, I don't know, about those things. And I mean, this guy pretty much admits it, but whatever. All the money backs. I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. Like, I want to know if the money's still there, bro. And what's up with New York? We are changed, not talking about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, I only have like 4 more minutes or 3 more minutes to talk about this, but I don't know if people even watch these, I'll tell you the truth. Because they're first of all like 15 minutes each usually. And I don't have a lot of subscribers, which would be nice if people did. I mean, I want subscribers, yeah, for sure. Because I think YouTube is an interesting thing to do. And I think it's interesting to kind of document yourself and know what you're talking about. And kind of speak to the people, and kind of share what your ideas are too, right? Because we all have to become, there should be millions of us, and there probably is millions of us. We just need to hear what we talk about, We need to all become activists and truthers, But yeah, dude, definitely people need to wake up, That's for sure. And we need to wake them up by speaking, and we need to all go out and do what we can. If you support Ron Paul, then support him, because it's what we all have within the political system. Everyone else we cannot trust. And even I don't like his son, Ron Paul. And a lot of people give shits for that. And a lot of people give shits for me not liking Alex Jones. But that's me. And that's what I believe in. And I believe that I'm a good person. And I do what's right. And what's right for my freedoms. And if I see anybody I don't agree with, or who I think is disruptive to the truth movement, or shills, and I don't think Ron Paul's a shill. I just don't like him, his policy-wise as a politician. But he does great things. I'm gonna give him credit to the things that he does, but he could do better. I think Ron Paul's great. And yeah, but anyways, that's all we have for Ron Paul, so, in the political system. But we, as individuals, we need to do what we can, and I don't know if we could really change things through the political system. It would be nice, and if we can, let's do it. And if we can but I think it's more of like having a mental revolution, a mental evolution, evolving as humans inside our brains, and intelligent-wise, and information-wise, and, everything else as human beings. We have to understand cognitively, understand that our rights are precious, and we do need to defend our freedoms. That's our basic human, if you don't have freedom, what do you have, right? We should be all wild, and we could be socialized. I'm not saying everybody should have a gun and, free for all. But, anyways, I'm about